It's Lexi and Brett, and we're here today. We're not eating any fattening food today. Today we wanted to chit chat, hang out with you guys, and answer some of your questions on friendship. All right. Today we're just having a
good old salad.
Okay, and
with some good old wine.
Always good.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna talk about some topics today. You guys can leave your opinions in the comments. Let us know what you think. And if you have a topic in mind that you want us to discuss or be a part of, just leave it below. And don't forget to like, comment, and
subscribe.
Of course. That's what we want. So, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll be getting back to you. So today's topics, we're talking about a few things. Well, a few things that all of us girls go through. We're talking about guys, girls, friendships.
Friendships, yeah.
And I think we have a topic where a friend was basically, chiming in on another friend's relationship. And I'm guessing someone is talking about, like a friend that is not in a relationship giving advice to a friend that is in a relationship. How do you feel about that?
I feel like everybody should mind their business.
Well, there you have it.
It happened to me before. I was in a relationship and it wasn't like the greatest. And I'm very vocal about my life. I tell people everything, but now I'm gonna stop doing that because I feel like people out there, you feel like they're your friends, but they will be talking about you behind closed doors. And if you don't want your business to be told, just keep it on mute. Well, when I was in this relationship, we was in a relationship for like almost 2 years, and I was very vocal about our situation. And like, he wasn't the greatest guy, but he wasn't the worst guy I ever had. But we were going through things, and I had friends that would tell me, "Oh, just leave him. I wouldn't deal with that, and just do this. And if it was me, I would have done that. And just leave him, and just leave him, and just leave him." So now I'm not with the person, and I didn't leave him because of what my friend said, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Okay.
But I left him because it was time, and it was in like unhealthy relationship, but now that the table has turned.
Okay. The table's always turned.
I'm single, and I see my friends are in relationships, and they're going through things, and they're not doing what they tell me to do.
You know what? It's a lot of people like that.
And I'm like, you going through all of that, but when I was in my relationship, you told me to leave him and but you dealing with something possibly even worse than what I went through, and you still with the guy.
Okay. Yeah.
And if I'm honest with you about it, you can't take my criticism. Like, you can't take it, but I could take all the stuff that you said to me.
So the friend that we're talking about, or the person, you feel like you can't even tell the person, like, your honest opinion.
Oh, no.
I feel like when you're friends with somebody, you should be able to come to them and give it to them straight without them being offended. Because I feel like if one of my friends come to me, I feel my friends genuinely care for me and want my best interest. So if my friend is going to say, Britt, you're doing too much, or you need to tone it down, or, you're not where you need to be in life.
Yeah, you can resolve anything with talking. That's what people don't realize. That, like, people be, like, scared. No, if you have a good friendship with someone and you care about that person and everything like that, I feel like I could sit down with you and be like, okay, I didn't really like what you did here. Without either person getting offended. Like, we can have a conversation, but it's just like, some people are so easy to, like, dish it, but they can't take it.
I'm willing to give you your opinion.
So dismiss me with that.
Okay.
And that's where I'm at right now.
All right. Well, I've had situations where people tell me certain things, and I'm one of those people. I like to call my friends and find out, because I do trip out sometimes. So I need, clarity sometimes, and I'll say, hey, I give them the rundown. I don't always put myself in a good light, because I give them the whole truth, because I really want their honest opinion, and I will state my wrongdoings, and I'm like, give it to me straight.
No chaser.
And, I'll say, I know that I'm not perfect. So when my friend comes to me right then and there, sometimes I'm not ready to receive it. And I'm like, I'll hear you. But I always get back to my friend, and I always let them know, like, you know what, you were right. I wasn't in the best headspace standing there, So right now I'm just, trying to make it work, stay afloat, and when you want to be a better person, when somebody is giving you advice, you should take it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to just be like, okay, well, I'm going to do whatever this person says, but at least let them know that you're thankful for the advice and you thank them for listening. Don't sit there and be like, Like, I don't want to be air pleased.
Yeah.
I don't like people air pleased and be like, oh, yeah, okay. And like just saying things that they know is going to make me feel. No. Tell me the truth.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So, in a relationship, have you ever dated anyone who was really cheap?
Ooh, child. This has to be the cheapest man I ever been in my whole entire life. I mean, I don't know how some of y'all feel about going 50-50 on things or
we go 50-50, me and you.
Me and you, but we're not in a relationship.
True.
I mean, like, if I'm with a man and he wants to take me out and we go on a first date, I feel like he should pay for that. And that's just me. Like, I'm old school when it comes to that. That's what I see my parents do.
Okay.
And that's what I'm expected to see when somebody comes and date me. I had somebody really, like, I mean, literally stressing and sweating for him to pay. Or if he'll be like, oh, I got this dinner, you got the next one. I'm like, it don't work like that. You as a man, you're not embarrassed to be like, oh, I got you for this one, you get me the next one. Like, I feel like as a man, you should be able to pay for it. Now, if I feel like paying for a dinner, then that's on me. Mm-hmm. But I'm not about to be doing no 50-50 because I'm not doing no half and half. I'm not drinking coffee with you.
Not every time. That's like, it's after a while, it's just like, I don't even want to go out with this guy because I don't know if I have to come out of pocket,
He would put the stress on me. I mean, there was one time for my birthday, he came. No, he didn't come. He wished me a happy birthday. Mm-hmm. He had me going to his place, which I live in Jersey, and he lived in the Bronx. So I had to go over there, pay toll, and everything like that.
$15.
It was $15, yes. And, my gas money sitting in traffic because, like, what's that called? Like, the Cross Bronx? It's always crowded. Like,
Wasting
it's always...
gas.
Yeah, so I had to, that's time and everything like that. And I have to go over there, you as my man. Like, I have to go over there and see you. So I went to his apartment. I had the keys for his apartment. And I waited for him until he got out for work. And he kind of yelled at me because I didn't clean his apartment.
For your birthday?
Yeah. He was just like, oh, you know what is that? Me coming over here and I see you laying up in the bed. Well, I didn't come here to clean, sweetie. And plus, he was a neat person. Like, he was a very clean person. So his like studio at the time, because he lived in a studio, it wasn't like bad. Like it wasn't dirty. Like there was nothing for me. There was no dishes in the sink. Like the bed was.
He just wanted you to act as if you lived there.
Yeah, but I'm not doing that. And then he comes and he's like, So I go over there and then I'm thinking that he's gonna do like a little surprise thing, maybe like do dinner and us sit down there. Cause I mean, to me it's like actions. Mm-hmm. Like if he would have just simply cook something for us or even order something up for us and like put in a nice place, the candles,
right?
And just,
make
us
it
like
romance.
just I would have been fine with that. Mm-hmm. Like you don't have to take me out to an expensive restaurant. Like I don't care about that or any restaurant. And he got so mad and he's like, so he gave me a hug and he's like, I'm sorry, I couldn't get you anything. And I'm like,
he said that.
Yeah. And I was like, okay.
He said that. Excuse me, I have to in my mouth. Mm-hmm. So he said this after he came in black.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, honey. Oh no, honey. I would have to leave, honey.
Mm-hmm. He did that. Mm-hmm. I don't want to mention no name, but if he see this video, he know who he is. Yeah.
Honey, in your next relationship, I hope you learned the lesson, and I hope you took the experiences from being with her. And I hope that you use those experiences and it became a better spouse for whomever you're with, because you could not be with a girl like me. Mm-hmm. Especially coming empty-handed with nothing on my birthday, coming from work talking shit.
He was talking that hot shit, too. He's like, oh, you think it's easy me working all day, not come over here, you laying up in the bed. I'm like, I didn't come here to clean, sweetie. I just didn't.
You should be happy I'm laying in the bed.
And he, it's not like he cashed at me the $15 to cross the bridge. I had to pay that with my own money.
See, that's whole adds up. $15, $15, $15,
yes.
$15. I can't make it today.
To just get a hug from you?
A hug. Please.
You could have just sent me an emoji. You could have just sent me an emoji.
I'm ready to fight a hug.
Mm-hmm.
No, honey. It would have went really different had it been my birthday. I'm out. I'm going to hang out with my real friends, But, sometimes people just don't have it. But I feel like this, and it's like this with parents, because I hear certain people say for their kid's birthday, they're like, oh, I don't have it. My mom was one of those. Mm-hmm. She didn't have it when my birthday came. And I'm like, my birthday is July 29th. It comes same time every year. Christmas, same time every year. If you don't have it, you know when it's coming. You know how to go and get it. Mm-hmm. Period. A lot of parents, they don't want to sit there. Like, I grew up, and I get it. Like, I'm a mom now, so I know what it's like to not have. But for a guy to be in a relationship with a girl, and to want to be in a relationship with the girl, and to want certain things, like, I have a cousin, and I feel like he's not where he needs to be in life. Mm-hmm. We've had our discussions about him one point in time. Excuse me. And I just feel like it's nothing wrong with building with each other and to the point where you have, but I feel like sometimes when you're down and out, you just don't need to be in a relationship. You got to focus on yourself before you can focus on a relationship or think about getting with a female, because it costs to be with a female. And I'm not saying, we have things that we need. And we can, of course, foot our own bill, but at the end of the day, sometimes it feels good to have your man say, here, don't worry about it, I got it. And I'm pretty sure as a male, it feels good to hear a woman say, you got it, or, because there was a song by Neil that came out, I love her because she got her own. And, my husband used to dedicate that to me because I would do little things for him, but on my time.
Yeah, on your time.
Not when you're telling me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, I have somebody in my family, she basically told me her guy, he basically is like, okay, well, I paid the bill for the food, leave the tip, and pay for the Uber. And I'm just like,
no.
I don't like nobody telling me what to do with my money.
Okay.
If you want to come out, you want to have a good time, do what you could afford. Live within your means. Mm-hmm. A lot of times people don't live within their means. They want to do things that they cannot afford. Mm-hmm. And then they want other people to foot the bill. I feel like that's ridiculous. If you know you wouldn't pay it, don't expect nobody else to pay it. Okay. Period.
No, so he gave me the hug. He said, sorry, I couldn't do nothing for you. Mm-hmm. I just felt bad. Not bad. I was mad, but I stayed there. Mm-hmm. And
I would have left y'all.
I stayed there, whatever. And, we were just, like, watching movies or whatever.
Netflix and chill?
Well, yeah, kind of.
He didn't have the Netflix either?
He didn't have. He was watching the news.
Oh, hell no! Child, Chile.
So
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So like when I left, I just wouldn't like let it go because I'm like, yo, I don't deserve this. Like, why did he do like? And he always on my face, like he wants me to be, more like present him to my family, and it's just like that's it. Like once I present you to my family, like we together, like we not about to break up the next day, like that's like a done deal. Mm-hmm. So I just felt like I wasn't ready for that. He would be all up in my face, but like you're not even treating me like how you're supposed to be treated for me to bring you to my family. So I was just like no. I was like no. So
I respect that too.
Yeah, I was like no. So I just kept like bitching about it, and he's like, you know what? I always wanted to go to this restaurant in the city. It's called Sugar Factory.
Ooh, how was that? You went?
He took me, girl.
Oh, well, at least he took you there.
Ooh, girl, I wish he should have never bothered. So we went to the Sugar Factory, and I just got finished getting my box sprays. Remember the day before we got our box sprays?
Oh, yes.
Well, you got the twist. I got the box sprays.
Yes.
So the next day, I went and hung out with him. And I drove to him, and then we took the train to the city or whatever. So he's there, whatever. We hop on a train. We get off the train, and I mean, my ex-boyfriend was really cheap. I mean, really cheap. So when we get off, there was a Spanish guy, and he's like, I guess he assumed that I was like black. Mm-hmm. So he's like, oh, do you guys speak Spanish? I kept my mouth shut. Mm-hmm. I was like, listen, I'm not saying a word. Because my ex, he was very hood. Mm-hmm. And he...
That's how we like him.
Mm-hmm. 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 So he was like, yeah. And then he was like, oh, do you have... I'm just talking to you to see if you can help me with giving me some. And then he didn't even let him finish the sentence. He was like, no.
Give him some what?
Money.
Oh, goodness.
And I'm like, out of everybody here in New York, you gonna ask the cheapest mofo to give me some money? Honey, he was like, no. So I thought they was about to fight, long story short, but they didn't. And I'm like, thank God. So we finally get to the sugar factory. And no, let me backtrack. Mm-hmm. So we was on the train, and he's looking at the menu. And he's like...
Oh, before you even get there.
Yeah. And he was like, oh, so what are you going to get? Like, what kind of drink? And I was like, oh, I don't know. When I get there, like, I'll decide. And he was like, okay, we're going to get one for the both of us.
One what?
One drink.
Appetizer?
One drink. One drink.
One drink.
Yeah, because, you know, like...
Does he know how you drink?
I'm not an alcoholic, but I can drink.
Not, but she definitely can drink. Don't let her be off her diet.
Okay. So,
because this girl has willpower, unlike me.
Girl,
but when she's drinking, she's drinking.
I'm drinking, yeah. So, and I'm like, he's like, oh, we just share one because he's not big. He's not like a big drinker.
Then he should have drunk some water. Like what you drink. Period.
So he was like, oh, we can share the drink. So I'm like, oh, but I want to eat because I didn't eat. Like, I didn't eat because I was waiting for us to sit down so I could, like, you know, taste the food or whatever. Mm-hmm. He's like, oh, you gonna eat? I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, oh, no, this motherfucker did it. Like, he just did not act like that. Oh. So I'm like, all right. I was like, well, like, I am hungry. He was like, oh, I thought we was just gonna drink. I'm like, okay, well, we can do that. Because I wasn't about to pick up the bill. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So we go to the place or whatever. That's when, like, it was like, I think it's called, like, the meat district, or what's it called?
Meatpacking district.
Yeah, because when we was walking, there was, like, an award show, like, an award or something, and that's when I saw Nene from, like, a glass thing. Mm-hmm. And she was, like, there, you know. I didn't, like, see her up close and personal, but it was, like, through, like, a glass wall. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, my God, that's Nene. And she's, like, really tall in person. She's really tall. So, whatever. So we walked to the place. We get there. And then it was packed. And they were like, oh, do you guys want to sit on the bar? He's like, no, I want to sit. So I'm like, okay, so if he wants to sit on the table.
Oh, at a table.
If he wants to sit on the table, then that means that we're going to eat. The table, like, I thought that we were going to eat.
You're thinking, I'm assuming you're paying.
No,
for a meal, because we could have sat at the bar for this to share our drink.
Yeah, so the girl comes or whatever, and, you know, she's serving us, and what do you want? Sorry, look at the drinks. I got a drink. He got his own drink.
Good.
Which was fine. And I'm like, okay. We're drinking our drink, and she's like, oh, do you guys want an appetizer or whatever? I'm letting him speak. Mm-hmm. And he was like, oh, no, not right now. Mm. So I was like, all right. So I'm sipping on my drink or whatever. He's sipping on his drink. And the girl kept asking, like, are you ready to eat? And, like, she came, like, several times, and I was so embarrassed because then he was like, no, we're not going to eat. So in my mind, I'm like, so why are we even sitting here? We could have just sat our ass on a fucking, like, bar.
Right.
And just drank our drink. So whatever. And he was just, but at that time when we was drinking our drink, because I was hungry, really. I didn't eat the whole day because I'm like, okay, we're going to eat. You know, because I don't eat. Yeah, so I thought, so if you want to sit on the table, like, I thought that we were going to eat.
You're thinking, I'm assuming you're paying.
Yeah,
for a meal, because we could have sat at the bar for this to share our drink.
Yeah, so the girl comes or whatever, and, you know, she's serving us, and what do you want? Sorry, look at the drink. I got a drink. He got his own drink.
Good.
Which was fine. And I'm like, okay. We're drinking our drink, and she's like, oh, do you guys want an appetizer or whatever? I'm letting him speak. Mm-hmm. And he was like, oh, no, not right now. So I was like, all right. So I'm sipping on my drink or whatever. He's sipping on his drink. And the girl kept asking, like, "Are you ready to eat? Are you ready to eat?" And like she came like several times, and I was so embarrassed because then he was like, "No, we're not gonna eat." So in my mind, I'm like, "So why are we even sitting here? We could have just sat our ass in a fucking like bar,
right,
and just drank our drink." So whatever, and he was just But at that time when we was drinking our drink, cause I was hungry, really. I didn't eat the whole day because I'm like, okay, we're gonna eat, cause I don't want to be eating calories on calories. Like I'm thinking, and
you basically didn't eat. Cause I do that when I'm going out. When people tell me we're gonna,
I'll have my breakfast. I have a little bar, and then I'm waiting for. So I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, oh, he really not.
He's not getting no food.
He not getting no food.
He didn't get the appetizer,
Nothing. Just the drink. But the drinks were pricey.
What's pricey?
Oh man, I forgot how much it was. I think it was probably like I forgot. It was like the bill came up to $80 just for the two drinks.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. It was like 70 something for the two drinks.
That's the Sugar Factory, y'all. So a heads up if you're going to the Sugar Factory.
But it was like, the drink is not like a drink like this. Like it was like a big ball. It was like a big one, like big, and then they put something in it, and the smoke come out. It got candy in there. Like it's a big drink. It's not like something like
smoke coming
kind of like a little
sounds like
fishbowl.
It's not good for my insides, but go ahead.
It's kind of like a fishbowl, kind of. So it's like it wasn't like a small drink.
Okay.
So
I have to check this out.
Yeah, I wouldn't go there because the drink wasn't even all that. Like it was sweet. It it wasn't. It wasn't the hype. I mean, if you guys want to try it, y'all can try it. But
would you go again?
Nah.
Okay. So I'll save my coins.
Yeah. So we're just sitting there, and we're just like whatever. And the girl, she's like, okay, so whenever you're ready to pay, let me know. And whatever. Then by the time we're sitting there, he's just running his mouth about how much money he got in the bank.
What you mean he was running his mouth about how much money he got in the
bank? Yeah, he's like,
how much he don't have?
No, how much he has. Like he's like, oh, I got this amount, and this is how my check work, and this is how I save and stuff like that. And I'm like, all right, so basically, like, because when you really love someone and you really want to, show them, like, I'm your man, I'm going to be there for you, and it don't matter, you would not be stingy with the person. Be like, this is my girl, this is her birthday, I'm going to give her whatever she wants.
So he has money in the bank?
Yes, he told me.
Okay, because I'm thinking he's giving you this pep talk, like, I got $80 in the bank,
and
my light bill is coming. So he just was basically
he told me how he saved, how much he has, and what he wanted to get, and all that stuff. So he had money. Bye.
So he said all that to say what? Like he's not paying for nothing else?
No, he was just talking about that.
Did he ask you, were you hungry?
No, he sure didn't.
He didn't care.
So we're tipsy, and we left the place. He paid the $80. Cause all right, you pay the $80 for a drink, but he could have gotten, an appetizer for us to share. I wouldn't be talking about him like this if he would have done that. But he didn't do that. So we go to the what you call it. We go take the train back or whatever. And at this point, I'm like, I'm hungry, like, cause I'm already like kind of tipsy, almost like I'm actually
hungry now.
I'm like, I'm hungry.
I gotta eat before I start really drinking.
No, cause I was drinking all that damn liquor, and then it's just like I got kind of tipsy / drunk. Not drunk, but like I'm on the verge, and I'm like, I'm hungry, and then he's like, oh, he got a taxi to go from the train stop to his house, and he's like, oh, don't worry about it. We about to hop in this McDonald's right here.
McDonald's?
You can even make this up if you wanted to.
But I don't eat McDonald's.
I was so hungry, I took it, honey. And the thing is that the doors to go in was locked, so he had somebody besides him, like the car, like, oh, can you order this, and I'll give you the money. And then we took the McDonald's bag and went to his house. When we got to his house, I ate the food because I was hungry. I ate the food. This was the time when I ate meat at the time. And he got to his house, and he was throwing up. like crazy. Because he's not a drinker.
Then he should have just let
He probably didn't eat neither. And then, so then I'm like, all right. So then, when that happened, we went to, I went to his house and I don't know if I said that I drove there, but I didn't drive there. Actually, my friend dropped us off. My friend. And she was dealing with somebody that lived in New Rochelle, so she had to go that way. And I said,
I used to go to school.
Rebecca was the one who, and I was like, my
that's
friend,
her bestie.
Rebecca, my friend.
That was nice. She drove you.
I told her, I was like, come get me, girl.
Oh, she had to come back and get you.
Yeah. Yeah, because she told me, she said, whenever you done, hit me up. And I was like, come get me. And then I left.
Shout out to Rebecca for coming to get her girl. I would have been so mad. I would have had to take a
She got me. And then things didn't work out from there because he was just so cheap. Like, he, I'm not used to that, and I wasn't about to get used to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, if I have a family with him, like, how this is gonna work? Like,
I brought the Pampers last time. It should turn.
Yeah, like, how is that gonna work? So I was just like, and that's what he wanted. Like, he really wanted to have a family, and I was like, no, this is not the guy for me. So, I left him. I sure did. I broke up with him and he couldn't take it. So he said, like, when I was dating him, I had like these like fake earrings, kind of like little studs. He's like, oh, throw those earrings away. I'm about to buy you a new one. So
That's right. But buy me some real ones.
And I threw them out. I actually did. And he was like, oh, I'm going to get you some Toms. Oh, I'm going to get you this. We went out for like a year.
A year?
Yeah, it was like a year. Because I was giving it.
I remember him. I didn't know it was a whole year, bro.
It was a year because then, like, I guess I stopped, like, considering him, like, my man. Like, halfway through.
Because I met him. He was cool. He was cool, though. He was cool.
Yeah. Oh, he's cool.
He's
a good
swaggy.
But it's like, is that a deal breaker? Like, if you're so freaking cheap. Because, like, I get it if you don't have the money and we can work through it. But he made money. Like, he made money. Mm-hmm. He was only paying nothing but $500 a month for his little studio. Mm-hmm. And he was getting money. Because I seen his pay stuff. He was getting money. So the thing is, like, I was just like, no. So I broke up with him, and I always wanted like a pair of Uggs back then because it was like 2015 that I was messing with him, or 2015, yeah, 2015, and 2016 is when I broke up with him.
Dang.
And
that was a minute ago. Wow.
Yeah. I feel like it was yesterday.
Right, because I remember you were dating him.
It's been a while. And he actually came to Brittany's house. He was hanging out with Brittany's husband.
Yeah, I said he like French Montana.
Yeah, not quite.
No,
but
he's drunk.
He goes and he's like, so I broke up with him. He showed up at my job, y'all.
Oh, he came to our old job.
Because he was so, like, he didn't want to lose me. So everything that I wanted, like, he got. So he came with a pair of Uggs. He came with $100 and a pair of Ray-Ban glasses. Because I wear glasses. I'm not wearing my glasses.
Like reading glasses.
Yeah, like, so I was disgusted. And I'm going to tell you guys.
Disgusted because he came through with the bag dripping?
So basically, he came, right? And I saw the Uggs. I sent you a picture. And I said, does this look real? And what was your response?
Not from the 5 pairs I got. They don't look nothing like them.
He bought me some fake Uggs, y'all. He bought me some fake Uggs. I had to, like, check if the $100 was real. And it was, thank God. And the Ray-Bans, he got me like some used Ray-Bans, and it wasn't even my prescription. So I actually still have those pairs. I'm like, what am I going to do with this?
Disclaimer, in New York City, we have a lot of scammer men, okay, that is sitting here acting like they have it, but they do not have it. If they cannot swipe it, you cannot get it, period.
So, and he brought me a letter. Oh my God, I wonder where's that letter. He wrote me
a handwritten letter? I never got that.
He wrote me a letter, and he was like, he just gave me the stuff and left, and he was like, I forgot what the letter said, but basically, like, this is not what I wanted, but I know this is what you wanted, and here's the things that I couldn't get you then, so I could get it for you now, and I want to be with you, and blah, blah. I can't tell you verbatim what the letter said, but it was something like that. But I was just so disgusted because I felt so disrespected. Nobody ever bought me nothing fake. Like, you're gonna buy me a fake pair of, and you from New York. Like, when you buy something fake, you know you buying it fake.
He got that from 125th Street from Ahmed, the oil guy. Trust me.
So, he's like, so then he texted me that same day. He was like, oh, like, how did you like the Uggs? And I'm like, you know, you got me some fake pair of Uggs, right? He's like, oh, no, nah, man, for real? Yo, they got me. And I'm like,
no, you got me. Fuck is you talking about?
I was like, what the hell? Like, are you fucking serious?
Dead serious.
And then I'm like, blank, because I don't want to say his name, blank. You from New York, you know you got me some fake Uggs.
He was from the Bronx.
He was like, and I was like, he's like, nah, I swear to you, I didn't. And I was like, all right, so then give me the receipt so I can go return and get the money back. He's like, nah, throw them away in the trash if you want to. Because you know you got me some fake pair of Uggs.
Throw them in the trash.
And you know how he feel about his money.
Uggs? It's all right, Mama.
Girl, this is bad, real bad.
But all I'm going to say is if Uggs, as much as Uggs cost, you're not going to tell nobody to throw them in the trash. You're going to say, put them in the box, put them in the bag, and bring them back to me now, y'all. Okay? Period.
Honey, he was like, throw them in the trash. So I gave it to a coworker because I'm like, would you wear this? And she said, yeah. I'll send them back to Haiti. I was like, okay. Because she's Haitian. And she said she was going to send them back to Haiti. I'm like,
Haiti is hot as fuck out there.
That's what I thought, but I was like, all right, whatever. So I gave it to her. And I kept $100 and I still have the pair of glasses. And I haven't heard from him. I know he has a brand new family.
God bless them all.
Yeah, he has what he wanted. He wanted kids and stuff like that. So good for him. And I wish him nothing but the best. And I hope that he stopped that cheap shit.
You know what? You cannot be cheap when you have kids. No. There's so much stuff kids need.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm glad you realized that relationship wasn't for you. You moved on. You're not bitter about it. It was a life lesson.
Mm-hmm.
And you know who you are. You still was checking for her. Focus on your family, okay? Okay. And we're gonna move on.
I'm not saying a word.
Yeah, because we don't want to have your new lady out there. And
trying to come for me when I'm over here minding my business.
And no shit, I don't want to spoil your business, but I never wanted to. When she used to tell me I never wanted to believe it because I'm like, all right, maybe he's just broke. But this guy married somebody for money. This is the same one, right?
While we were dating, he did marry someone for money.
Did he give you half?
No, I told him not to do it because I was, at that time I liked him.
You told him you didn't want him to marry him.
He still did it anyway.
Girl.
Why you stabbing the plate?
You know black people let us stab them.
You stabbing the plate, you like, girl. Yeah, he did it. And that's when I lost respect. That's when I lost respect.
See, he didn't have the money, he didn't have the funds, but he had the nerve.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always those cons that's good in bed that always have the nerve.
Mm-hmm.
Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that was my problem with a cheap person.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that he's a bad guy because he's not a bad guy. He means well.
Mm-hmm.
He had like the hood and he was street smart and he knew a lot. But it was just something that it was a learning experience. Lexi couldn't take it, and I was just like, all right, whatever.
It's a learning experience, and you know what you will and will not tolerate going forward. So that's.
Plus, I experienced something like, at that time, I wasn't like really caring for the relationship. I was just in it just to be in it.
Mm-hmm.
But I knew that at some point I was gonna leave him, and then he was like, I found like clothes from like a woman in his apartment one time, and I was just like, all right, come on now, I can do this. And then he had condoms in his apartment, and I'm like,
he wanted you to clean up to find all the dirt.
I guess so. And I wish him nothing but the best and his beautiful family. And
they're beautiful. That's good.
And just come on, but I know I couldn't do it. I hope he changed because if he didn't, I don't know how she could do it.
Well, I hope that he is in a better space financially because having a child is not cheap. I have two myself, and I can tell you, I went from having it to let me see if I have it. So, personally, no. So, God bless you and your family, your kids, and we're not gonna expose you right now.
No.
Because we know you trying to.
And he lucky I'm not that type of person either.
That's good.
I'm not. I'm not. When I'm with someone or I'm dealing with someone, like, if there's like dirt out there, I'm not gonna like expose the person. I'll just let it rock. Just let it rock because whatever happened. We'll move forward. Do I like him? Do I want to be with him? No. He's happy. Amen. Go ahead. Do what you gotta do.
And I respect the fact that you're single right now, and you're not one of those girls. Because there's some girls that will do anything to be in a relationship, and that kills me. It's some girls who will disrespect you. It's some girls who know you have a kid, know you have stuff going on, go out their way to be in a relationship with you, and then do things just to sabotage the relationship. So I respect your decision on that because, again, too many bitter people out there. So. And with that being said, we'll be right back. I'm going to get a refill on my salad and my drink.
I'm gonna clean up this floor. I dropped a whole bunch of that on the floor.
It's okay, girl. And we'll be back in 30 seconds. Okay. All right.